Okay, it is June 6th, checking back in. Colin just dropped all of us off back in Hot Springs at the Laughing Heart Hostel and Lodge. And now we are officially hiking back on the trail down to the Dollar General. We're gonna get a couple things, do a quick resupply, and then start our 11-mile day. So it's gonna be a good day. And as soon as I say anything, I'll let you know. So, fun fact, the Appalachian Trail literally goes right through the heart of Hot Springs here. So, hopefully we don't get stuck too far behind the train that you obviously can hear now. But we're just gonna walk through town, hit the visitor center here. That might be our last place to actually get flushing toilets for a while, so that's where we're stopping. And yeah. How you doing? We're gonna keep rolling and see what we got. Inconsiderate oak. It's probably about 78, 80 degrees right now. Of course, we're going up 3,500 feet or 2,500 feet or something, so it's gonna get a little bit cooler up there. Don't know what tonight's gonna be, but I'm here for it. Just every day is an adventure. There's a chance, like at least a 40% chance of rain for the next 9 days according to the weather. So I think I'm shooting 5 days to get to Irwin, Tennessee. That's 70, ish, right around 70 miles to go. So today's an 11. And I'm thinking, 15, 17, 20. But it's going to depend entirely on weather. If we don't get the good weather for it, then yeah, it's going to slow us down a bit. But we're here at the visitor center. Got the boys going in. Yeah, nice little handy thing here to give information on the day hikes, bike trails. This place would be an awesome place to go mountain biking. A little bowl for your doggies right under the water fountain here. And yeah, this is just pretty much the downtown section of Hot Springs here. So we shall zoom in. There we go, focusing. There we go. So we'll just hang out here and I'll get back with you once we get to something notable. I know we're going to be crossing over the French Broad River, so I'll probably check back in once we get to that bridge. So we'll be back. Okay, so Sunday, June 6th. I don't know if I said that in my first intro for the day. Spent Friday evening and all of Saturday in Asheville. Didn't film much because we were just chilling out and having a great time with friends. And now we are hiking again. Stopped by the visitor center. Definitely took advantage of some flush toilets. And now we gotta roll. And here's the bridge over the French Broad. This is where the HE is, right across the river. Yeah. It's a great river to take a float tube down. Done it several times myself, not here, but up in Asheville. So yep, it's gonna be a fun one. I can kind of tell where we're gonna be climbing out. It's gonna be a long afternoon, but we'll get there. We always do. A little agony followed by a nice sleep is never a bad thing. So I'll see you up there. All right, white blaze on the rocks here. Now we're just walking along right here, right next to the French Broad. Saw videos a couple weeks ago. This was completely flooded out, so kind of lucky the rain has held off a bit for us. I think hiking this underwater would not be fun. So we go for a ways around here and then we start our climb. So yeah, I got nothing else to say. Just you, me, and the trail today. And the tramway. There's the French Broad. I don't know what that is over there. Almost looks like a vineyard or something. No, those might be solar panels. Those look like solar panels. We're like a fifth of the way up. We gotta keep going. That looks like solar panels, yeah. Little fence post lizard. Jump. There he is. Cute little guy. That's just a young one. Yeah. Right down there, you can probably hear disco. This is the last view. There wasn't much of a view, so I didn't go see it. Because I also wasn't taking this pack off. We're about halfway up. The steepest climb of the day. But it's hot. I'm sweating so bad. But knee just popped. We're gonna be good. We're gonna get there. And we're gonna sleep good tonight. We're gonna sleep real good tonight. So I gotta get rolling. After I say goodbye to this little guy. Well, just came across this right here. This is what I was talking about with all these hemlocks. That's the woolly adelgid moth. And these are all just hemlocks right here. Beautiful big old trees. It's interesting. I'll have to read that in the video later, but I guess somebody else besides me really has a thing for these big old beautiful trees, which is entirely okay. But we're gonna start climbing again. So here we go. Well, we got this little guy hanging out next to the water source right now, and he's just having himself a good little time. All right. Found myself a nice little bench to sit on here, right next to a little pond that is loaded with spawning bluegills right now. They're just having fun chasing each other around apparently, but yeah, Guthook said this was a stagnant, undesirable place to fill up. Stagnant water typically doesn't hold life, except mosquitoes. This place is brimming with fish. So it's tannic, it's very tannic, obviously from all the leaves and everything that fall into it, but it's a forest pond. What do you expect? I might fill up here just because there's literally plenty of water. Because the last little spring down at the bottom, it had one little stream. I could fill a bottle faster by peeing than I could trying to wait for that thing to fill up my bag. But yeah, just gonna relax here for a minute. Got about 1.1 miles down at Tanyard Gap. Might have some munchies on the way. But this is a nice little place. I like it. A nice little place to hang out. So I'll catch back up with you. All right. So that's where we came from. There's a little bit of a roadblock after that pond. That's where we're going. And this is a white oak that's probably 200 or 300 years old. I mean, I love these majestic old oaks, man. They're awesome. And of course, you already know my favorite smell of cut lumber is oak. So that's what they make whiskey barrels out of, which is why I like it so much. But yeah, this thing, there's Clover here.
Clover, check it out.
Yep, and
I'm
he
carrying the 4-leaf clover.
Just found a 4-leaf clover, and that was actually his trail name before he found that just now. So, but yeah, that thing's probably 5 foot wide at the base.
Yeah, look at this is where it grew over a dead limb.
Yeah,
just right here.
Yeah,
compartmentalization.
It's an awesome old tree.
Yeah, it is.
Virginia creeper growing up on it, and I mean the tree next to it ain't too small.
No, it's not.
But yeah, this bad boy.
Look right here.
Definitely saw the Civil War. Little caterpillar. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it did see the Civil War.
Yeah. There's a pretty cool little caterpillar there. I'm not touching that because those little hairs that are all over that thing are irritating as F. They're little poisonous hairs. You don't want to get them in your skin, let alone your eyes or nose. But yeah, we're just gonna keep rolling. We got about 0.9 or 0.8 to Tanyard Gap. I'm gonna have my lunch there. We have a water source coming up in like 0.3. I'm gonna try and fill up my bottles there so I can hang out at the gap for a little while, and then I think we've only got about 5 miles after that for the rest of the day, and it's a good day. I mean, it's not even 3 o'clock yet, I don't think. So for starting as late as we did coming out of Asheville, we're making great time. But here we go. Down this way. So we'll see you down the trail. All right, it may not look like much, but right there in the center with that rhododendron leaf, that is a far superior choice for water than either the first spring that I was at that had the salamander or the pond, which I did not fill up at just because I had a feeling, and again, I took another risk like I did the other day. Spider. I did not want a spider in my beard. Sorry about that. Stop. So I took a risk like I did the other day. But with the amount of rain that they've gotten in these mountains in the last 2 days that we were in Asheville, I was confident that the water sources would be better, and they were. So I just filled up. I got 2 liters, my usual complement of extra fluids. And so walking about 0.3, 0.4 down to Tanyard Gap again, like where I'm gonna have my lunch. Clover just met his parents, so they're heading back down there. They might just stay for food. They might run him back into town to get a quick resupply because he really didn't do that today when he was there. So yeah, it's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'm rambling. I gotta shut up. And I'll catch you down the trail. So, we're walking along this bridge. Obviously, this bridge has white blazes on it. And somebody found out that right there is apparently mile marker 280. And that is an extremely loud little gray tree frog. He wants attention. So, crossing over, I think this is I-40. That way, head that way, and that takes you to Asheville. That's where we came from this morning. Down that way is Hot Springs. And yeah, road walks. Had a couple today. They're not big, but we've had a few. Pavement is not as nice on the feet as gravel or anything else. But this is, of course, Tanyard Gap. So we got the highway. Just gonna chill for a little bit. See what we can see, and then get rolling the last 5.1 miles into camp tonight. We got it's 2 climbs, a longer climb and then a shorter climb after a dip. So we are going to just do our thing, and I'll see you then. So we're making our way through this little patch of forest, and there's all these white flowers. They're as tall as we are. They're apparently called common cow parsnips, and they are pretty. They are very pretty, and honeybees seem to like them too. They all have bees on them. We are 2.6 from camp. We have 1 mile downhill, then 1.6 up. And we're tripping all over ourselves because this is the coolest little section of flowers we've seen in a while. So, gotta keep eyes front. Yeah, they are. These are like 7, 8 foot tall. These are pretty serious. But that's cool. Womp womp. Y'all are savage. Point 1 away from camp, and it starts to freaking rain. It's my luck. That is my luck. Everything I have in my backpack, it is in like Dyneema or Ziploc, so I'm not worried about that, but that's annoying. That's so annoying. I gotta get this shelter real quick. All right, so we made it to Spring Creek Shelter. It got dark pretty quick because we didn't get here until a little bit later, but we had dinner. I found some oyster mushrooms, so that was delicious. Porcupine gave us a little bit of bacon. I stole some butter from Mountain Goat, and that was amazing. So now we're just gonna sleep, 4 of us in the shelter. A bunch of folks are already here, but they're tenting and hammocking around. So plan tomorrow is to go to between 15 and 16 miles, I don't know, to Jacob's cabin? Jerry's cabin. And yeah, so I'll give you some updates in the morning once we get up and rolling, and I'll see you then.